Welcome to the first Make and Take or Take and Make for teens for February of 2021. This week you're going to, for the next 2 weeks, you'll be able to make these Sharpie art coasters. And what you're going to do is you're going to come to the circ desk and you're going to ask for your kit, and they will give you a kit. And in the kit you will find some directions, which are very simple. You're going to get a tile, blank tile, and you're going to get some permanent magic markers. They'll probably be in the greens color group or in the red color group. I asked you if you would return the markers, and then we can use them for other projects as we go along. So you're welcome to do this. You will need to ask an adult, because in this case you're going to need a few things from home. You're going to need some rubbing alcohol. You're going to need some aluminum foil, maybe a straw if you want, and you're going to need a lighter. A lighter is how you're going to set the colors on the tile itself. And you probably either need a toaster oven or an oven to really bake it in. All right, so what you're going to do first, and like I said, here's the one that I've already made. This was in the blues and the greens and the purples, so that was pretty good. So today I've started, and you probably want to have some kind of surface. I have a piece of tin foil down below to catch any drips from when I do the alcohol. So I've already kind of started, and you're just kind of coloring across your tile however you want. You don't have to be that careful about it, but you do kind of want to fill it all in. So I'm just kind of going back and forth, making zigzaggy lines. And I think I want a little more orange, whoops, and pink on this guy, so I'm going to do that. So, all right. And like I said, you might want to do the next step we're going to do outside. It will give a little bit of a flame. It's not going to be a big flame. It's not going to be a whoosh of a fire, but you do need to check with mom, dad, your guardian, or whatever else. So just so that you be careful. So anyways, so I've pretty much colored in this tile now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this one thing. I'm going to get rid of my markers. I don't need those now. And they had said, now you're not going to, I put some rubbing alcohol in a little cup. So I'm going to try and just pull some up and see if I can. No, that didn't work very well. You're just going to kind of spread it, and as you can see, it's kind of going across. And you don't need a lot, okay? And okay, so now I'm going to take this one out. So as you can see, I've done this, and I'm making a mess all over my fingers. And then you're going to take your lighter, and like I said, this is where you want to make sure it's okay with the parent, and you're going to light it. And basically, what you're doing is you are burning the alcohol off. Now you can't really see it. It's not really doing much of. It's not going to cause any problem, but you do want to have a parent know. So it's going, and that's what's making the design. So I'm going to put it flat. Did it go out? I think it went out. So I think I might have put a little too much over there. So I'm going to light it again. So again, you want to. It's not a big whooshing fire, so you can let mom and dad know that you're not going to be setting the house on fire, but you might want to do it outside. And I think I put a little too much rubbing alcohol on this. And it can be anything you have at home. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I mean, I had bought the bottle at the Dollar Tree, and then you can have it. It's something most people have in their home. Let's see, did it fit it? Nope, it still has a bunch more on there. So, and it might be, I know in the original directions they call for a higher thing of alcohol. So that's what you want to burn off, and you're going to keep it. Oh, now it's going pretty good. So I think it's going to burn it off. Okay, I will tell you at this point, your marker is going to run. So, all right, my fire's out, and I have this design on here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be very careful, and you're going to want to use the toaster oven. That's smaller oven, as opposed to a full-size oven. You can use a full-size oven. You're going to set the color into the tile. So you want to put it at about 350 degrees and probably at least for 20 minutes. So you want to be careful when you put it in there so that you don't touch any of the paint, and then you want to bake it. You can bake it for longer than that. If it's not quite set up, that's okay. Now these are just regular floor tiles, so on the back it's kind of rough. So if you want to add a piece of felt and glue it on there, or a piece of cork, you can do that. So here we have in the reds, here we have in the blues and the greens. And like I said, be careful at this point, because it's still, the colors are going to run on you. And like I said, make sure it's okay with a parent or guardian, that you can use the lighter on it and the rubbing alcohol. As you saw, it really doesn't make much of a flame, so there's not a chance of fire, but you do want to be careful. So I hope you enjoyed this craft for this week, and this is a take and make. And also this month, the challenge is for doing perler beads, and there are some kits in there for Valentine hearts, and there's also snowflakes. So I hope you enjoy those. Those you can do in the library and have fun.